in Wisconsin today comes just 4 months after the Badger State held its controversial April 7th election. That primary saw a very limited number of polling sites, long lines, and very little social distancing. Today's primary will set the stage for the fall. Republicans hope to win a supermajority in the state legislature. It is also a key battleground state for the presidential contest in November. CBS News campaign reporter Adam Brewster joins me now from Milwaukee. All right, Adam, we have just learned that Joe Biden has chosen Senator Kamala Harris as his running mate. This news comes as Biden leads President Trump in Wisconsin, according to the latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll and a new Marquette University poll out today. What are you hearing from voters in Wisconsin on how his running mate choice will impact their vote?
Well, we'll see. I think people are just starting to soak in some of the news. A couple of voters I talked to, it's been a slow little bit here at Riverside High School, far different than how it looked in April when it was just one of the 5 polling sites open in Milwaukee. A couple of people said, you know, Kamala Harris may not have been their first choice, but they were planning to vote for Joe Biden, and they are still with him. And they thought it was one woman described it as a smart choice, said that she thinks it will help him pick up people, you know, who maybe had been on the fence. Kind of a quick, instant, anecdotal reaction from a couple of people here in Milwaukee. Some of our polling, our CBS News polling over the weekend, showed that about 45% of voters and likely voters in Wisconsin say that that is an important decision for for Biden to have made. And about 55% or so said it was not necessarily an important decision in factoring in, you know, their support for Biden come November.
Let's talk about voting here. Wisconsin had an election in April that was pretty messy. What's being done to address those issues this time around?
So there were a lot of changes that happened after that April election. I think the biggest difference is the number of places that people are able to vote. I just mentioned Milwaukee had 5 polling sites compared to its usual 180 in April. There's 168 open today. Now, you couple that with the fact that there are far fewer people voting in an August primary compared to an April spring election, and things have run fairly smoothly today. There have been also changes to the state's absentee voting website and request process, trying to fix some of the issues that happened in the lead up to that April election, but still a lot of people voting absentee. But the biggest difference for clerks has been getting enough workers to staff and open up more polling locations, close to as many in Madison. They have almost 90 open. That's about how they normally have open in a general election. Green Bay only had a couple of sites open in April. They were able to open 17. So being able to find poll workers with a little more time than, you know, that 3-week window Wisconsin had from the time the pandemic happened until they held that election in April, that has been a huge difference in what we've seen.
All right, CBS News campaign reporter Adam Brewster for us. Adam, thank you very much.